In this example, we're going to solve the following system of linear equations using an augmented matrix. Now, we just solved this same exact system using the method of substitution, then we did it by elimination, and then by graphing. And what you'll find out is that we'll still get the same solution even if we use an augmented matrix. So to do this, I'm actually going to use the graphing calculator and show you how to use technology to solve this problem. If you refer back to your textbook will show you how to use an augmented matrix using algebra. And you can do that as well if you'd like, but I'm going to show you how to do this on your graphing calculator. So to use our graphing calculator, we need to first take our system of equations and rewrite them as an augmented matrix. So an augmented matrix is where we take down and write down only the coefficients in front of the variables and the constants. So you would usually put them inside little brackets like this. And I'm going to go ahead and write down the coefficient for x. Let's get down the coefficients for y. Now it's really important that you make sure you write down the sign. So if you have a negative coefficient, make sure you write down the negative sign. I also sometimes like to separate the coefficients of my variables from the constant, so you can do that as well if you'd like, but you don't have to. So on the last column here, I'm going to write down the constants. And this right here is the augmented matrix. Now I'm going to just make a note here that this first column represents the x value or variable, and the second column represents the y variable, and the last column, that's our constant. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called RREF, which stands for row reduced echelon form. And we're going to reduce this augmented matrix down to another matrix that looks like this: 1, 0, 0, 1, and you'll get some number and some number. Okay? Let me explain to you what this means. So this matrix here is the solution to this system. And how you read this is you read it as how you typed it in. So if this is x and this column is y, then that means this number right here is the answer for the x value. Okay? So what this is saying is 1x plus 0y is equal to some number. Okay? And the second row, same thing. 0x plus 1y is equal to some number, and that number is the answer for y. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to get that x and how to get that y on your calculator. So go ahead and pull out your graphing calculator and you can work along with me. Okay, so in the graphing calculator, there is a function called matrix, and you can kind of see it in blue here. So to get there, I'm going to press second and X that -1. It's going to take us into the matrix function. You have 3 tabs: names, math, and edit. First thing that we're going to go to is the edit tab, and we're going to edit this augmented matrix. So go ahead and press enter, and we're going to type in the number of rows times the number of columns. So we have 2 rows and 3 columns, so this is a 2 by 3 matrix. And press enter, and now it brings up all the slots for us to type all the numbers in. So let's go ahead and type the numbers in and press enter. And for the negative, make sure you're using this negative sign here, not the minus sign. If you use that sign, it'll give you an error. Okay? Okay, so now that we've edited our augmented matrix, we want to quit and get out of this window. So just go to second mode, and it takes you out of the window. Okay, now we're going to go back into the matrix. So go to second and then press that matrix. And this time we're going to move over to the second tab where it's going to do the mathematical calculations for us. So you're going to look for RREF, and you're going to scroll all the way down until you see B, and make sure you choose RREF and not REF, because those two are a little bit different from each other. So now notice your cursor is blinking. It's waiting and it's asking you which matrix do you want it to RREF, because you can actually save several different types of matrices into your calculator and then retrieve it for use later. So now what we're going to do is go back into the matrix. So go back to second matrix, And remember that we saved this augmented matrix under 1A and we called it a 2 by 3, so now we're just going to retrieve it. So it's already highlighted, press enter, and now you can close the parentheses and press enter. And there's the solution to this system. So this is telling us that when x is 1, the value for x is 1. And when y is 1, so 1y is equal to 2. So that is the solution to this system. And let me go ahead and write that down. Okay, so x is 1 and y is 2. Okay, so when we actually RREF this matrix, we end up with 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. And there is our solution.